What's going on, everyone? This is Mitch. Hope y'all have had a great start to your Friday so far. I got y'all a quick update as just like yesterday, we're not going to go very deep into the specifics on what's driving Henri, but we are going to talk about the latest model information from overnight and this morning and what looks to be a likely scenario where southern New England is going to get impacted by a high-end tropical storm or either a low-end hurricane. Right now, it is just a tropical storm. It is forecast to become a hurricane later today. It's still dealing with a little bit of shear, but conditions will become very favorable today. And what looks to be likely, we'll have a hurricane by this time tomorrow morning. You also have Grace that is strengthening pretty quickly, and will hit Mexico today. But we're going to focus on Henri, as it looks like this will be an impactful event for the eastern U.S. So before we get going, if you guys have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, like the video. I would love to pick up more people from just the Northeast in general. So thank y'all for the amazing support. I provide updates daily. And so thank y'all for watching. And y'all definitely need to hunker down up there. So let's get going here. Like I said, this is Henri right now. Henri is probably about as low as it's going to dip. It's actually starting to move a little bit northwest now. And it's going to begin to strengthen as it does so. It's being affected by shear. You can check out the fanning of the cirrus clouds as it's still being affected by this northerly flow up here. But this ridge of high pressure, or this anticyclone, if you will begin to weaken. Therefore, the steering currents will shift, and it'll begin to shift more so northwest, then north, then northeast, and then get eventually hooked in. We're going to dive back into the deep steering scenarios later tonight, so stick with me tonight. I made an in-depth video that really hasn't changed, so if you want to check that out, check out the video I did last night. I went deep into that. We're really just running over model guidance this morning. Latest 5 a.m. update. By the time some of you watch this, might be the 8 a.m. update, might be the 11 a.m. update. Hurricane watch is up. I'm going to get a little bit of a closer view of this too, the southern New England. Hurricane watch is up for a huge chunk of even Long Island. I know I've had a lot of comments ask about Long Island. A lot of you guys are under a hurricane watch. The far western areas of Long Island is just a tropical storm watch, which I think includes actual New York City. But they're giving this a little wiggle room to the west, that this could adjust more to the west. Right now, it's got its eyes really set on Rhode Island and areas of southeastern Massachusetts and Connecticut. But we'll get a little bit of closer look on this because the National Weather Service in Boston has started issuing discussions on this, obviously, as it's going to hit here in the next couple days. But it's moving west-northwest at 9 miles per hour. It's beginning to make that turn a little bit more to the north. Still a tropical storm at 65 miles per hour, but I expect this to become a hurricane. I expect this to become a hurricane by late tonight. I really do. Moving forward, we'll look at the latest GFS and check this out. So going forward, this is really kind of narrowed down the idea that it's going to hit the eastern U.S. And as it begins to turn, let's get this a little bit higher up. You know, we're overnight tonight. We're into Saturday morning. This is really picking up speed, starting to turn. It's beginning to deepen, which means it's beginning to strengthen, which means that number right here is beginning to lower, which means you have a stronger storm. At this point, if the GFS was correct, we would have a Category 1 hurricane, maybe a low-end Category 2. This begins to strengthen still. Then it gets bogged down by a ridge of high pressure that's going to be coming through at the right time, and in this case, the wrong time for areas that's going to get affected by this. It bogs the storm down. It slows it down. One good thing about that is it slows it down over cooler water, which I think it'll begin to weaken substantially before impact. That's why some model guidance has this just becoming a strong tropical storm as opposed to a hurricane by landfall. And then by Sunday early afternoon, maybe Sunday late morning, definitely by Sunday morning, you're going to be feeling the effects of this in southern New England. You have a landfalling, this would be a 984 low, which would be a Category 1 hurricane for sure. Impacting Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut, places like that, and definitely still areas, far eastern areas of Long Island. I don't know a ton about Long Island. I've been up in this area one time, and it was just in Pennsylvania. So I would imagine the eastern areas of Long Island are probably not as populated as the western areas. But correct me if I'm wrong in the comments for sure. But this is making landfall right here. You look at the latest Euro. The Euro likes the same exact path as the GFS. The GFS led the way with this again. And it makes a landfall as not quite as strong as a storm. It gets the storm just as strong before landfall, but weakens it to about a high-end tropical storm as it makes landfall a little bit more east into the southeast areas of Massachusetts. So that's the latest Euro. You look at the latest model guidance here as far as the tracks. All of them have it. Most of them have it hitting land, have it hitting southern New England. So you're starting to lose the idea. The idea is becoming a lot less likely that this is going to go out to sea and not affect land. This looks like it's going to be an impactful event for the first time in a very long time. You look at the latest GEFS. This is the GFS ensembles. Does a good job showing what's going on here. And the clusters are still pretty tight down here by the time you get into tomorrow morning. But they cluster up pretty well now. And just about, I would say 90% of these members make landfall. But you notice there's some more members to the west now. So New York City, Long Island, you guys still need to watch out. This could get pulled in by what you call upper level low, upper trough, where the flows are kind of dipping right here and then they re-dip and are causing this storm to get yanked in a little bit, if you will. Like I said, I talked about that a lot in my video last night. So if you want to go back and talk about the dynamics behind the steering currents, what's strengthening the storm, please go back and watch my video last night before I'm, because obviously, my evening video will be tonight. So if you want to know, check out the video last night. Nothing's changed with that. So we're looking at this. Like I said, it looks like 90% at least of members make landfall now. So this is going to happen. This looks likely to happen, almost certain. Hurricane watch is up. This is the National Weather Service in Boston. Hurricane watch is up for a huge chunk of Long Island. I don't have the National Weather Service in New York City up, but hurricane watch is up for all the coastal areas right here, just about, of Connecticut, all of it for almost I'm sure this will get extended into the whole state of Rhode Island before it's all said and done, and the whole areas of Cape Cod, Nantucket, and all the islands just south of the extension out here. So it looks like it's going to happen, and anybody in this area needs to prepare for hurricane conditions. I know that a lot of people in a lot of people's lifetime, they never experienced anything like this. But I feel like it's not getting stressed enough in the news and the local news. And I feel like it's going to get really stressed today as it's looking certain that it's going to make landfall. So this is going to be an impactful event for you folks up here. I know not all y'all are used to this kind of weather, but hunker down. I really think this is going to cause issues. A lot more issues than what's being talked about. But anyways, I'm going to go deeper into the details tonight too. But I'll show you this. This is potential wind gusts on the latest GFS. And as you're getting into Sunday morning, the winds will start mixing to the surface in areas of Long Island, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. And I haven't mentioned Boston much, but you're going to see impacts from this too. The core of the storm, I think will be weakened by the time it gets up to you. But you're going to get probably tropical storm force winds at some point late Sunday into Monday. But check it out, as you get into early Sunday afternoon, this is looking like it's wanting to make landfall in areas of Massachusetts into the Bay Area right here. I tried to remember how you pronounce y'all's bay up there, but I brain farted and I can't remember. But anyways, here it comes. And this is, if you look at this graph right here, this is 60 to near 70 mile per hour winds moving onshore, gust. So in the eye of the hurricane, moving over that right over that Rhode Island Bay right here with some crazy long name. So this is serious, guys. This is just a quick update. We'll get more detail tonight as usual, but thank y'all for the amazing support. Hunker down up here because it's about to get serious. Y'all got a couple days to prepare. God bless everybody, and thank y'all.